Welcome, everyone. It is another episode of How the Hell Was This a Hit? And
How the hell was this a hit?
I don't know. I don't know. And I'm Kirk Buchner, along with Brad Nelson and Andrea Tessmann. I'm going Brad first because he commented first. And also, Andrea, you picked shit. So, Brad has now moved up to second billing for this.
I am like the Jeffersons, except slightly less melanin content.
He moved on up
To the middle.
side. Not a deluxe apartment in the sky, but having said that,
I mean, this show has just become us just picking shitty songs that were hits just to torture the others. Like,
congratulations, Andrea. Mission accomplished.
I found out in my research that they use this song at Guantanamo Bay.
Well, okay, so Andrea, what's the song? You picked it. You explain it.
the song is Seven Little Girls Sitting in the Back Seat. And it is literally just a dude driving and
By
he keeps
who?
like,
By who and when?
I've forgotten his name already. It was 1955 and it was what? Paul Evans.
In 59, this is your job.
I said 55. Was it 59?
Yes.
In 59, it was Paul Evans, and then covered in the same year in the UK by the Avons.
Mm-hmm. And
that's the most interesting part about this song.
A number 9 hit on the Billboard charts, and it was a number 3 hit in the UK. This is popular shit. It's shit, but it's popular shit.
Why did you come up with this?
How did you come up with this? Neither of us had ever heard this.
Yeah, exactly. How?
This is one of those random songs that I remember from my childhood, from someone like singing it. I don't know why.
You were in Guantanamo as a child?
I just know that some adult in my life sang the song, and it might have been once.
It was no longer in your life.
Probably not.
There's a reason for that. They're a bad person.
It's one of those things that I don't know about you guys, but there's some childhood memories in my head that like seem like it was something that happened a lot or was important, and it might have only been a like one-off thing when I was 4. I don't know, but this is something that has been in my head for like 40 years. And
okay, Kirk, you're as old as I am. Do you remember back in the day there was a program on called Circle Square?
I do not.
Okay, it was a religious program for kids, and I still know their postal code because they sang it and it's never stuck. So I know exactly what you're talking about, Andrea, and that there's some things that just get in there and it's like a fly on fly paper, stuck forever and never go away.
I know the theme song for the Big Mac.
Or fly
to all beef patty special sauce.
Lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun.
Oh yeah.
Damn it, I'm hungry now, assholes. I guess
so. This song is it has something in common with one of the songs that we've done before. That was Owl City doing Fireflies, because it's a mathematical impossibility, this song. 7 girls, little or not, even like little people, are not going to get into the back seat, especially if they're trying to tongue wrestle with Fred, which makes 8 people in the back seat, and we're going to assume that Fred is a fully functional adult human male.
Believe it or not,
there's so many things
if anyone could figure out how to get 7 midgets in a back seat, it would be Brad.
Life goals, dude. They're little people, not midgets. Only Brad Williams can call them little midgets.
It matters.
I think this song is there's nothing mathematically probable about this song. There's not a lot of space in a back seat for snogging anyways. Never mind. How do you have 7 females? It sounds weird to say little girls kissing and hugging. That there's just a little too much like creepy pedophilia vibes to that. But
well,
how do you
we could always
7 of them making out with
bit.
one dog? Dude, it's not like they're like making out with each other. They're just all hugging.
Kissing and hugging on Fred.
Okay, wait a minute. Were they kissing with each other? That might not be
There's
so bad.
no indication of that.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
I mean, there's nothing saying they weren't.
So the only interesting song about, or a thing about this song, is that it was co-written by Lee Pockris.
And why is that interesting, Brad?
Because Lee Pockris also did Itsy Bitsy Teeny Weeny Yellow Polka Dot Bikini. So he's got a penchant for really long song names, I guess.
Was he afraid to come out of the water?
She was afraid to come out of the water.
God.
And
So-
I guess these girls were afraid to come out of the back seat. So
Yeah, there we go. Maybe they were wearing Itsy Bitsy Teeny Weeny Yellow Polka Dot
Here's the
Bikinis.
thing with this fucking guy. I'm just gonna
This fucking guy.
this fucking
this
guy.
fucking guy.
Wrote this song, right? So this guy writes this song. It's like, hi, I'm a simp. I'm not just a simp for girls. I'm a simp for my buddy Fred.
Okay, have you never played Wingman?
I've played Wingman a lot. I have never
Okay, so there you go.
failed at Wingman like this fucking guy.
This fucking
Yeah,
guy.
I like you gotta there's playing wingman, but then there's your buddy getting 7 girls and your solo being the chauffeur.
Now, I can't say that he's a simp, because a simp is somebody who, like, you know, drools over some woman who he'll never have, kind of thing.
Simping for Fred.
I can say that he's a sucker. Absolutely, because I mean, he would have been like, "Get out! I'm not Uber."
Fred's bitch.
Oh,
Yeah,
he did towards the end. He's like, "That's it. I'm leaving. You can do your own thing."
yeah, and they told him to keep his hands on the wheel, keep his eyes on the road.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he went back. He went back. He drove Fred wherever he wanted, hoping that he was going to get like one of those little girls. This guy's a
Leavings,
loser.
leftovers.
He asked for any one of them to come to the front seat, and they said
Any
no.
of them.
Get your eyes back on the road, bitch.
Mhm. But then he started talking about his car, and the girls weren't interested in that.
After they all left, he was sniffing the back seat. I'm telling you.
Oh, you know, he's a seat sniffer. Yeah, he went back there and had a little.
And that was the best.
So-
He kicked a dude out of a bar I worked in for doing that. Anytime a woman would get up, he'd go over to the seat and have a whiff. It was a
Gross.
country bar. One of the many reasons I don't like country.
Well, a little bit country and a little bit rock and roll. All right, move my soul, Andrea.
Well, what can I say about this? So, not actually written by Paul Evans. Paul Evans was a singer-songwriter.
I thought he wrote
Yes.
He,
No, he
did
didn't
not-
write it.
He didn't write it.
Right,
So
okay.
he was basically a studio writer. And he kind of just did the rounds. He would make pocket change, basically singing demos that would be then used to sell it to the real singers. And I guess he got roped into doing this song. And when they brought the demo to, I want to say Merv Griffin. Is it Merv Griffin, Brad? So yeah, they brought it to him and he goes, hey, let's actually just use this
Here's a
demo and put
douchebag.
it out there. So basically, yeah, he ended up having his first hit be a song he didn't write, even though he was primarily the songwriter. And then I read an interview with him, and the entire interview read like Grandpa Simpson.
It'll happen to you.
Okay, yeah, please, yeah, go on. Okay, I missed this. Go on.
Was he wearing an onion on his belt?
Basically, he was talking about how, you know, the hit was kind of a fluke, and it was he said he had to go and promote stuff on the road. So he was on the road doing like shows, but you didn't make any money doing it. You were like doing
Well,
the circuit
shouldn't
of
have.
all. And he said he had money deducted from his royalties for all the costs of promotion. So he
Oh.
wasn't making anything off of it. Said he was on the road for 3 weeks, and it was fun at first. And then I guess they finished a show at like 2 a.m, and he's like, oh, okay, let's go back to the hotel. And the bus driver's like, no, we're going back to New York. And he's like, what the fuck? How far is New York? And he's like, 19 hours. So he made the bus driver drop him off at the hotel. And then the next day he flew back and then was like, fuck this, I'm not touring anymore.
So
And
he-
that's why he didn't get any groupies.
And that's why he was driving the car and not Fred in the back seat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, did he write the other song, Hello, Joanne?
That one was Paul Evans. Hang on here. He had written "Hello, this is Joanne." Yes, or the
He wrote
telephone
that one.
answering machine
Another
song.
one where basically he's a loser simp. Because that song's even worse, which is more depressing.
But he wrote for Elvis. He actually wrote some bigger hits for
I
other
didn't write for
artists.
Elvis. I could say that I wrote for Elvis too. Just Elvis didn't take it.
No, he actually wrote like songs that Elvis actually performed, and I can't remember now which ones, but there were like recognizable Elvis songs and other
Roses are
people.
red, my love. So
Oh,
roses
isn't it
are red.
Bobby Vinton?
Yeah, Bobby Vinton song.
Okay.
Um,
You wrote that?
yeah, he co-wrote with that one. No, he wrote that one.
Was he in the
Um,
back seat for that one? No, bitch.
no, no, he finally found a woman who would let him or buy her roses. Yeah, so I mean, this song is a whole big bunch of shit. I mean, we're spending way more time on it than I thought we would.
I mean, it's fun to, you know,
Rock around.
rock this rhyme that's right on time. Oh no, that's tricky, not fun. Never mind.
That's tricky.
It's tricky.
Yeah, well, you whited that up real good. I say that's pretty tricky. It is.
But yeah, he wrote for Jimmy Dean, Pat Boone, Elvis, yeah, Bobby Vinton.
Jimmy Dean, James Dean.
So he did pretty well on his own as a songwriter. And he never really intended to be a singer. So
Well, should have stayed that way.
Yeah, now I figured, Andrea, you would have brought attention to this already because one of the videos, I don't know if it was the Avons covering it or whether it was this guy, but one of the live performances, because there weren't music videos then, there was a live performance that was recorded,
had a chimpanzee.
No, it had a bunch of puppets in the back seat. Six or seven puppets in the back seat, and then Buddy was driving.
Mm-hmm.
Was
There's another one with a
puppet.
poorly behaved chimpanzee.
Oh, I didn't see the chimpanzee one.
And apparently the chimp was quite famous for a showbiz chimp at the time, but he was kind of going around harassing the ladies backstage, flipping up skirts, and yeah, just
today I learned I'm a chimpanzee.
Being a menace.
So he probably got laid more than the actual singer, is what we're telling us.
Well, he was in the back seat, so
he was Fred.
He doesn't have a driver's license, so it's like, fuck, I'm just gonna get laid.
That's true. That's true.
What a piece of shit you came up with.
It truly was. So I'm going to pick for next week.
Is this worse than Rebecca Black, though?
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
I topped myself.
Which has different meanings in different societies.
Yeah, you like you hit the graveyard and we gave you a shovel is what happened.
So yeah. Andrea, you're going away, so we're going on hiatus for a bit, eh? How long of a hiatus do we have?
Well, no, I'm back on Sunday, but then I'm away on Tuesday, so we just have to postpone.
Bump it to Wednesday. Okay. Well, then you can get ready. Get ready, because here I come. And you can get ready with a song that is near and dear to, I think, all three of us. And we can associate. At least you and I can, Andrea. I know that because I've known you for many, many years, and you're not quite. Your eggs aren't all in one basket. Some of them are broken. You know, so if they came to take you away, we wouldn't be surprised.
Ha ha! They're coming to take me away.
Ha ha!
Yes. To take me away.
So we're gonna go with Napoleon the 14th and they're coming to take me away.
All right.
Haha.
Hee hee.
Hee.
Oh.
Oh,
All right.
yes. So we're gonna do that. And in the meantime, Kirk, if you were stuck in an insane asylum, do you think you'd have time to write a book?
Not only would I have time to write a book, I would put it on Amazon.
Would you?
Would
I
you?
would. I would. Ho ho. Hee hee. Ha ha.
And what would this book be about? Would it be about wrestling?
No.
Be about one professional wrestler, specifically Chavo Guerrero Sr. Chavo Guerrero Instant Classic. Check it out on Amazon.com.
You know what's coming up?
My brother's birthday.
Remembrance Day.
Oh, good
No,
remembrance.
maybe not. Maybe not a Remembrance Day gift. How about Thanksgiving? Give thanks for the wrestlers and the wrestling fans in your life by giving them Chavo Guerrero Instant Classic.
But that's Canadian Thanksgiving.
Hey, Americans coming up too.
Okay.
And then there's Christmas. Plan ahead. Get your
You
Christmas
skipped
gifts
right over
all
Halloween,
together.
bitch.
Wrestling, Halloween, yeah. Yeah,
Mhm.
get it and give it out to the trick-or-treaters.
Yeah, there you go. See?
What better trick or treat gift that you can do than give that book?
And this won't be the first time that something of Kirk's has been called fun size.
It actually would. Speaking of which, of other fun size things I do, I have other shows. I cheat on these two because I kind of need to, because these two drive me nuts.
It's polyamory. It's not cheating. Ethical non-monogamy.
Polycastery.
Polycastery.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that works.
You know what polyamory was? What's this polycastery shit?
Polycastery. We're polycasting.
Many casts. You have many casts of characters that you film various podcasts.
I just realized what that was. Okay.
Yeah. I
was making up words.
That's also
the
why my
coin
hair
drop.
looks like something you can surf on, because I just didn't get that. But anyway.
Yeah.
I do other shows. It's a great show that I do with Evan Nolan, where every week we look at Hall of Fame related news. Check that out.
Ooh.
I also have a show with Vinny Laspinuso where he decides who should make the Hall of Fame. Vinny makes the Hall of Fame case for. It's pretty impressive, I think. I like to think so. There's a lot of live shows that I do. There's a bunch of other things that are coming up here on the Buchnerverse. So check those out accordingly. I'm hoping that there's going to be a reprise of
The Return of the Mac, perhaps?
No, that could be for this show. But basically, like, how the hell was this? Why the hell was this on national television? I may find another another co-host. So we will see. Don't know. But there's so many things that I do here on that. There's also the show that I do where it's the Retro Football Show with Paul Lawrence, where we're looking at old football games. Huh? Old football games. I look at more old football games than these two
current ones, or us ever watch any sports ball.
There's a lot of people who watch this stuff. I'm very
proud. I know.
Yeah.
And there's also
we're just saying we don't.
I know you don't. That's why you've never been a guest on that. And there's also the Classic Sports Review with Glenn Pulowski, the greatest triathlete ever.
O.J. Simpson?
Triathlete, not killer.
Oh, sorry, I misheard.
Now, Glenn may have killed some people, but I'm not.
Did you know, speaking of sports Hall of Famers, that I have double the balls and the same amount of gold medals as Lance Armstrong?
Pretty sure you used that on this program already.
Oh,
no, he hasn't. This is pretty good.
Oh, hasn't he?
I'm blaming the pain meds if I have.
Okay, so double the balls and
just
same
as
amount
many
of gold medals.
Okay.
I'm just glad that Lance had the ball to come clean about his drug use.
Damn, this is an old joke, but it works because it's so new for Brad.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. Fuck you very much.
Very, very much.
With that, I'm
Because
done.
I hate what you do and I hate your whole crew. So please
Just
don't stay in touch.
Oh,
Butter, butter,
now we're gonna
butter,
sing
butter.
well, Andrea, after you gave us this shit.
Listen, Lily Allen is the tits, man.
I'm not insulting Lily Allen. I'm insulting Andrea Tessmann.
For picking shitty songs.
Yes, I am.
You know what? I deserve it because I picked that song just to make you both miserable.
It worked.
You picked it for me and Brad. Your good friend Brad, who you're on the same goddamn island with, had to sort of like deal with that after he's got asshole problems, and you gave him diarrhea.
It was north of my asshole.
North of my.
Yeah, he has now a second hole north of his asshole. It's more like around where your tail would be.
Yeah. Yeah, if I had a tail. Right now I could wag my void, I guess.
Which is why that would be a great show when I'm a game show host. Who the hell used to have a tail?
Or
Right
you
after
could
the
do that.
show that I pitched.
Yeah. Or you could just set me up at the other end of the stage and you could see if anybody could get a hole in one.
Do I go with the joke that I'm thinking? All right, well, let's dildo out of here. So
Anyway,
wherever you may be, the Buchnerverse bids you adieu.
Sayonara.
oh.